money spells. Anything wrong with having money? Obviously there is, because I ain't got it. Or that might be why it's wrong, and I ain't got it. Is there anything wrong with telling the powers that be, you need something?
No. Because powers that be can correct you.
Maybe they might decide that's not exactly. Maybe they're going to tell you to get off your dead butt, go get a job, and buy you on hand.
Hey, it's happened to me dozens of times.
But on the other hand, sometimes, you know, the need is there. And I know people that have asked for, demonstrated the need, and it's been provided. It's a big world, things happen. You know, to me that's one of the biggest things about the ethics of magic. It is a tool. What is your intentions? What is your reasons behind it? Have you really thought this thing out? Have you talked to anybody about it? You know, I recently lost a sister to cancer. Would there have been anything wrong with me to have her healed?
To want to have her healed? Probably not.
What does she want?
What would it cost?
Exactly. Do I know all of the ramifications? Or would that desire just be my selfish need?
That's a question.
It's a lot of questions that you have to ask yourself when you're using spell work. For me, one of the biggest questions when it comes to using magic is, do you need to? Is it absolutely necessary? On a day like today with the sun shining through the windows and everything else, do we need to turn all these overhead lights on? Why turn them on? Just because I can? And unfortunately, that's what I see with a lot of people using magic. Just because I can.
Could you give me an example of when it was appropriate for you, that you felt it was appropriate for you to use magic?
Well, I'm trying to think the last time I actually used it.
Oh, come on, Rodney.
Other than asking for the strength for my family to get through the things that they needed to get through. Went through some pretty hard time there. But there again, I didn't try to specify what they needed and how they needed it. Whatever it was that they needed to get improved. I don't try to get real specific, because then I'm limiting what I'm asking. You know, the old saying, "Be careful what you pray for."
Yeah.
Yes. You just might get it.
That's very important.
By leaving the details.
Yes.
I mean that, it may not come back and bite me. That brings something that reminds me of a lady that cast a love spell on a specific individual. Got turned into a stalker there and killed her.
Huh? I've heard similar stories.
She got exactly what she prayed for. I mean, this guy was head over heels in love with her and would push heaven, earth, and anything else that got in the way. Yeah, that's an extreme example, but does it happen? Yeah.
Is there a fundamental difference between like a spell and a ritual, or is it, you know, are they the same? Or?
Well, for lack of a better analogy, a spell could be considered prayer. How much energy you want to put into that would depend on what it is you're looking for, what it is you're asking to happen, and how much of a ritual do you need. We were talking earlier about, you know, the difference between an electrical kind of analogy there is, you know, if you got a 220 volt outlet, you're not going to try to use a 110 bulb. And if all you need is the 110 bulb, you're not going to use a 220 outlet. You just need a little extension cord. The bigger the amount of magic that you're trying to produce, the more energy you're going to need. Somebody that's much more practiced is going to be able to accomplish things a lot easier. Somebody who is not as practiced. A large group of people is going to be able to do what a person cannot do. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So you're saying that if you affect things, there's repercussions.
Always.
Mm-hmm. So there's always a price. So there's no way to practice magic and be harmless, really, is there?
Well,
Utterly and completely?
I don't know that harmless is the right word. There are always repercussions. There are always consequences.
an effect.
And there you
Which
have
could
to
be positive or negative.
Exactly.
But
Just
then
like
you have to look at
repercussions
the
and
definition of harm.
Mhm.
You know,
Yes.
we can get into the, you know, we go by the everyday term of harm. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, you know, something that directly affects that person's life.
But making someone's
In
feelings hurt.
the process of casting a money spell, the lady down at the post office gets a paper cut passing the check in my direction. Is that harm?
Yeah,
No.
Did I cause it?
yeah.
Did I?
By making a spell that passed the check.
See, there you get kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The paper cut.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As-
Maybe it was her it was obviously her karma against paper cut. She
Yeah,
would have
I
got
mean,
it.
everything that we do is also affected by everything they do. We got all these little gears out here going like that. And for me to bump one gear a little bit, yeah, I'm going to affect these other gears. But there's also somebody over here bumping their gears.
Mhm.
I can
So,
prevent as much as I possibly can.
so if you pretty much confined your spell and ritual to affect yourself in some way, like healing or change within yourself, then you're pretty safe.
For me, anytime I use any form of magic on it that would directly affect another human being, I don't direct it at them. I direct it to their higher self. And then the higher self can decide how best to use that energy.
Mhm.
They may, the higher self may see something I don't see.
Mhm.
They
So
can also see
it's
wider than I can
So
see.
it's kind of like you're lending your energy to a greater good. so to speak.
Yeah,
It's cooperating with the powers.
it's basically what magic is
Getting-
cooperating with the rest of the
getting
energy.
it-
That's how I see it. That's
Getting
how I
it.
see it.
Okay.
I can provide the energy. Yeah, it's like,
Mhm.
go back to the hamburger analogy.
Yeah.
I can give you $3, go buy a hamburger.
Mhm.
Or if you're hungry, I can give you $3, go get something to eat.
So you kind of have to get yourself out of the way almost.
That's real hard to do humans.
That's
to
very, I was
do.
gonna say, I'll think on that one for a while.
Oh, Rodney will make you think.
I do believe there's one more.
Well, actually, if you are concluding now, we will take a 5-minute break, and then Carla and Liz have a presentation. And then we will take another 5-minute break, and we will conclude with a final presentation.
Then after
And
that,
then we will adjourn to the Freeland Mansion.
yes, and after that, yes, we'll go to the edible portion.